Today, I'm so excited about this lesson. We are going to be making one of my favorite art teachers inspired artwork. Her name is Cassie Stevens, and she is awesome. And we are going to be making her clay hamburger. So we're going to make a pinch pot. That's going to be the bottom bun. We're going to make our lettuce. We're going to make our hamburger patty, our cheese, our pickles, and our ketchup swirl. That's going to go on top. And then we're going to make another pinch pot that's going to have our sesame seeds, and it's our top bun. It's going to go just like that. And if we have any extra clay, we're going to make a little tiny pile of French fries to go right beside it. So you're actually going to have 4 pieces to make and paint this year for your clay project. I'm so excited. So let's get started. This year you get 2 slabs of clay. Mine's a little wonky because it was hard to get apart. So you're going to have 2 full slabs of clay. If you don't have enough or you have too much at the end, we'll figure all of that out as we go. So I'm going to set 1 slab to the side. You have a popsicle stick in your toolkit at your desk. We're going to take this popsicle stick and we're going to cut this piece in half. So this is going to be the top bun, this will be the bottom bun. So this piece I'm going to smack and slap it into a ball. The thing is, it doesn't have to be smooth because bread's not really perfect, right? It's all kind of lumpy and bumpy sometimes. So I'm just going to mash that crack together. Now I'm going to put the ball in my lazy hand. I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to stick it down into there so it sticks on my thumb. Now we're going to do our quack quack. Y'all learned this a long time ago. We're going to quack quack and turn it, pinch and turn, pinch and turn, pinch and turn, pinch and turn, okay? If it starts to pull apart, just stick it back together and kind of smooth it out with your fingers, okay? If it's looking a little dry for whatever reason, you're going to take a little bit of slip on your finger, just kind of smooth it out. That slip acts as an eraser for your cracks and your bumps, okay? Now remember, as wide as you make this bottom bun, that's how big your piece of lettuce has to be first, okay? So, and I kind of tap it on the bottom so that it sits and it doesn't rock. I also want to turn it over and tap, tap, tap on the top so it has a flat side, okay? And then if you want to texture your bun, if you want to make it have any kind of texture, honestly, I've put these on your table, these little texture tools. There's some old gift cards and stuff that are rigid. You can use that. There's some forks. You could use that. You could scrape it. You could tap it with this one. Roll it on there, press it. This one, be real careful. Don't push too hard. If you push too hard, it's gonna like gum up in this stuff here, and the clay's gonna press down in it, and it's very difficult to get out, okay? So you can just press it. You could use this spongy one. I kind of like that one. I'm gonna use that one. So I'm gonna smooth this back out. Get rid of all those little freckles. Lines. Okay, now I'm going to use this yellow spongy one. Now set that one to the side. Now we're going to smack and slap this one. Do the same exact thing. They have to match though, so this one has to match this one exactly. So. Stick your thumb in, quack, turn, quack, turn, quack, pinch and turn, pinch and turn. And then when you can, get 2 fingers in there and start pinching with both fingers, both hands. Smooth any cracks out. Now this top one, you don't have to smash it on the bottom here, because it's going to be the top of the bun and you want it to kind of be rounded. But I am going to tap it on this edge here so that it's flat. Just tap it gently. 1, 2, 3. And see how that flattens out. Okay, now I'm going to texture it just like I did the bottom one. Pressing gently because I don't want to squish it. Okay. Now this matches this, either the same width around. Okay, so now I have a hamburger bun. So now that I have my hamburger, I'm going to take this last piece of clay. I'm going to use my slats because we don't want it to be too thin. And I'm going to roll out a square so that I can have a little pile of French fries. And I'm just going to cut these into fry shapes. Okay, same thing here. We need to kind of slip and score those edges because those edges will get really sharp. We want to smooth those out on all sides, all 4 sides. Okay, and then make you a little pile next to your hamburger. Now for this piece here, we're going to take this one, we're going to cut it in 4 sections. 1, I'm going to cut this one in half, and then I'm going to cut this one in half. So I have 4 sections, okay? Now I'm going to use this one to make my lettuce. So I'm going to set these 3 to the side, and I'm going to smack and slap this into a ball. It's going to be like a big bouncy ball. Squish it flat. Now lettuce kind of has a weird irregular shape, so I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to kind of push it flat. You don't want it to be too thin because you don't want it to break, but you see how this is kind of starting to look like a leaf? Just push it with your finger. Over. If you want to, you have the rolling pin. Could give it just a little swirl with the rolling pin, but not too thin, remember? And then I'm going to kind of shape it. And then you could draw the veins that are in the lettuce with your popsicle stick. And that will be set to the side. This one is going to be my hamburger patty. So I'm going to smack and slap. I'm going to take my slats because I don't want it to be too thin. Pat it flat. Roll. Turn. So don't forget that when you want this piece of lettuce and this hamburger patty to stick together, you have to slip and score. So you have to scratch and scratch both sides, slip and score both sides, and lay it down and kind of give it a little wiggle. Now I'm making all sorts of kind of toppings for mine. You can make whatever you want. I love avocado, so I'm making these little tiny avocado slices. But where I've cut it, it leaves these little, what we call clay boogers. I know, it's fun. But anyway, we're gonna take our slip and we are going to smooth out any of those little clay boogers because they're soft now, but once you put them in the kiln, they'll harden and then they become very sharp, okay? So again, to make my avocado slices stick, I'm gonna slip and score here, slip and score here, and lay them down. So I don't like the way this is configured, so I'm gonna take my avocado slices off and I'm going to put my tomatoes on the bottom. Alright, and there you have it. I have my bottom bun. I have all the fillings that go on top. And then this one will go right here. Just like that. And it's okay if some of it hangs out the side. In fact, that's what you want. You want to be able to see all those toppings. Okay?